For this trip, we're going to the Oregon Painted Hills.
Oh, we're already in the Oregon Painted Hills.
Yeah. It was the beginning of a 3-day weekend, and we were excited to get our journey kicked off. We made it as far as Shaniko, Oregon the first night, and after Edward arrived to join us, we took off on our way to Painted Hills.
I'm telling you all I know. Are you hearing me? It's coming through what I say uncontrollably.
The Painted Hills in Oregon is a popular place to visit. Most people drive their cars and SUVs and take the paved roads. I found us a road less traveled, an off-road route that took us from Shaniko to the Painted Hills on roads more suitable for an overland rig, but we didn't know yet just what to expect.
I'm leaving you all I've done. That means everything. It's staring you, shout it out. Everyone should sing. Can you hear the sound of my voice? Can you hear the sound of my strumming voice? Are you hearing me? 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 I can hear you.
We made our way through rural farms, high desert, and eventually found our way into the more rugged areas, all of it expansive and scenic. The trail was a pleasant surprise, not too challenging, but not a paved road either. I knew there was at least one water crossing, and it looked like two. I assumed both would be easy crossings, but I really didn't know what to expect. The second water crossing was a little bit more challenging than I'd anticipated. After taking a few minutes to evaluate the depth of the water, which was as much as 2 feet deep at its deepest point, we found that the left-hand side of the crossing had slightly higher ground on the sandbar, so that we could keep our rigs out of the deepest ruts in the middle of the road as long as we didn't get stuck in the sand.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Will I be able to make it?
If we can make it in this, then we know that you can make it through it also. In the and Harrison.
When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Comes to that.
Camping near the Painted Hills was as challenging as could be expected for a holiday weekend. Fortunately, we found a spot in a primitive campground just outside of Mitchell. It was noisy and lots of people around, but it was home for the night.
Where's my hood at? Where'd the damsels go? Where'd the damsels go?
The Painted Hills was only the first half of the adventure. I wanted to take advantage of the trip to explore and map out some campsites in the Ochiko National Forest for future visits. We found lots of campsites, but also found a road where our newbies could try out their driving skills on some more challenging situations.
Lately, everything's trembling. All my shelters are opening. Feels like everything's crumbling. All the windows are shattering. Hold your horses, it's too cold to read. Face expressions that mean nothing. Dip your sadness in this bowl till you feel minor changes in your body. Taking, everyone's grabbing, all the women are howling, running, everyone's rushing, all the saviors are frowning. Hold your horses, it's too cold to read. Face expressions that mean nothing. Dip your sadness in this bowl till you feel minor your stomach turn today?
And it's all fun and games until... That spare is a full size.
You want to repair the tire?
I would like to get as much of that mud off of the tire as we can before we repair it. I am in favor of maybe filling it with air a couple of times and then see how long it takes to where, I mean, but we already know it's going to be down to 37 pounds probably by the time we get done with this conversation.
It's just a small nick. This is just a small nick, the tire.
There's actually nothing in it. I'm thinking that
It was a stick.
hit a bump hard or something and it might have just split it.
Yeah.
What do you think? Run it like it is for as long as we can before we attempt a plug?
Yeah.
And if we run it for a little while, it'll run some of the mud off and make repairing it easier.
Yeah.
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 It's hard
Rather
to
than
do.
trying to wash it all off with bottled water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that. Let's do the few little stops we've got to do on the way out of here. We'll get down to the highway. We'll fill it up with air again, unless we have to fill it up sooner. We'll just keep an eye on it. We have several stops on the way down to the road. So,
Yeah. Back up to the other camp. Yeah.
We're not in crisis mode yet, but
Do you want to see the tire repair kit I have?
yeah, let's look at that.
Feel the wind as it brushes right over my cheek. See the haze as it covers my eyes. Feel my body's intention, no mind can destroy as it arises and leaves me numb. Feel it all coming down. Feel it all coming down as I stand in the wet and I'm lost on the ground. I know I am safe and sound as I catch myself dreaming your eyes in my mind. I know I am safe and sound. Feel my body's intentions, no mind can destroy as it arises and leaves me numb. Feel the wind as it's blowing, I soon will be going on my own as I stand in the crowd and I take in the sounds and I feel myself going higher as I stand in the way and I'm lost on the ground. I know I am safe and sound as I catch myself dreaming your eyes in my mind. I know I am safe and sound.
After a long day of exploring, we found the most beautiful campsite. A large, expansive site alongside a beautiful high meadow. After dinner, we spent hours sitting around the campfire listening to the frogs and talking about the day's adventures and misadventures. We're not over. We got tomorrow. Tomorrow? the biggest adventure happens. Because Astrovan owners, we pulled into this site, and it was a good thing we decided we were going to stay here. because
we are.
because I went to start the van to move it to a different place.
More level place?
Yeah.
And I got a no start situation. 25 miles from town.
Yep.
So tomorrow we're going to hook a tow strap onto this thing and we're going to drag it into town, where we're then going to get a trailer and
Drag it home.
drag it home. So
Unless it just starts tomorrow morning.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
and then magically
We just like
hit it.
load up.
tomorrow morning and we don't.
Unfortunately, there would be no such happy ending for this trip. We got up the next morning, the van still wouldn't start. So we had to hook a tow strap onto it and drag it all the way off the mountain down into Prineville. Unfortunately, that was also Memorial Day, and so U-Haul wasn't open, tire shops weren't open, and so there was nothing that we could do except get a hotel room and wait until the next day, where we could then get a tow truck. And then we decided, I remembered that my brother-in-law owns a shop over in Redmond, and so we hooked the van up, got it set up for a tow, took it over to him. And that's going to be the end of this adventure, unfortunately. We wouldn't know until the next episode what was wrong with the van, and you'll have to tune in for that. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. That way, other people who might like our content will have an easier time finding it in the YouTube search algorithms. While you're at it, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Maybe you're an Astro owner, or you just like this video, you like our content, or maybe you think we're cool people. I think we're cool people. I'd totally hang out with us. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so that you get notifications, because we are not the kind of YouTubers who post content every week. Sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's a couple months in between videos. So if you hit that subscribe button, you'll get notifications when we upload our content, and then you'll never miss a single episode. We'll see you on the next adventure.